Welcome back, audience, to another tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to build my favorite and most well-working CI-19 assault rifle build. Let's get into it. Now first off, we're going to start off with the barrel. Now the barrel you're going to need is the new type Haddle Tactical Long Barrel. Now we're going to move on to the magazine. Now, the magazine you're going to need is the 5.8 new type 45 round extended mag. Now, if you haven't unlocked that in Armory yet, you really need to unlock it because it's really important for this build. Now you're going to move on to the mag mount. It doesn't matter which color you choose, it's just all going to be the same. Now we're going to move on to the muzzle. The muzzle you're going to need is the Baston Horizontal Compensator compensator. Next, we're going to move on to the foregrip. The foregrip you're going to need is the Secret Order barrel, or a Secret Order bevel foregrip. Sorry, can't speak today. But anyway, now we're going to move on to the rear grip. The rear grip you're going to need is the new type Vanguard light grip. Next, we're going to move on to the stock. Now, before we add the stock, I'm going to tell you that after we are done with the build, we are going to do the calibration last, and then I'll prove that it actually works in the battlefield. Now, let's get to the bottom of this. Now, the type of stock you're going to need is the Spec Ops Tactical Stock. Now we're going to move on to the optic. The optic you're going to need, well, first off, you're going to need the MEO Micro Sight Riser. Now if you haven't unlocked it in the Armory, you're really going to need it because it's really good for stability, but not so much handling, but that's not really important right now. Now, the optic that I'm going to recommend is the VMX frameless sight. Now all of them have the same thing as clear side picture. All of them have the same, but I recommend either this one or this one because I like the shapes. As I say in every single tutorial, that I love these two shapes because look, they're wide and I like that. Now I don't like thin ones because that I think belongs on a pistol. But we're only gonna put that on there, the frameless sight one. Now the gas block. We're gonna move on to the gas block. The gas block is that you're gonna need is the CI-19 new type stable gas block. Now we're gonna move on to the patches. Now you're going to need KC Hound Guard panel all across the gun that have all the spots for them. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Alright, now we're going to move on to calibration. Now we're going to start with the barrel. All you're going to need is the weight to turn it up. Now we're going to move on to the foregrip. The foregrip you're going to need to do is turn up the weight all the way. Now we're going to leave the thickness for those two types, just leave them alone. Now the weight you're going to need is all the way up for the rear grip. Now we're going to calibrate the stock. The position you're going to need to put it down all the way. The weight you're going to need to put it all the way up and position all the way down. Now we're going to move on to the optic. Now both zoom and eye relief need to be turned up all the way. Now that the calibration is done, we're going to prove that it's really, really good in the battlefield. Let's go. But before we go to the battlefield, I'm going to let you know that the link in the description is where the build is going to be, like the little code. It's going to be in the description. You can look at it at the end of the video. Let's get into it. I mean, let's get into the...